Good morning. It is Tuesday, May 10th, and we are getting ready to begin maths. All right, your lesson objective today, we're doing lesson 3. It's entitled Tenths. Today you will represent tenths on a number line extending beyond 1. We did similar things yesterday, but today we're going to work on using number lines. All right, you will need place value counters and possibly a ruler that has centimeters on it, and millimeters are labeled in between the centimeters. All right, so if you don't have the place value counters though, you can use your whiteboard and make your own. Okay, so if you use a 1 place value counter, you've got a 1 like that. But if you're using the fractional parts or the decimals, 0.1 is equal to each tenth. Okay, 0.10. Okay, 0.10 is equal to a tenth. All right, and so you can use those in your, so if you're going to use put a decimal point in the middle, you might have 3, just so you can see how you would use these. Right. This down here. See? Okay, and if I have 2, 0.1, it's actually easier to write 0.1 and then make your circle. Okay, so I've got 2 tenths and 3 ones. So I would write this as a decimal as 3.2. Okay, so you could do that if you need to for each number. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to talk about your vocabulary very quickly. Yesterday we talked about tenths and ones. Those are in the places on your place value chart. The fraction would be 1 out of 10 parts, or 3 out of 10 parts, or 5 out of 10 parts, and your 10 is going to be your numerator and your 1 is your denominator, right? Now, the fraction 1/10 is equivalent to the decimal 0.1. Okay? 0.10. Centimeter, we've talked about that. There are 10 millimeters in each centimeter. All right, and so we're going to keep going here. You're going to look at your first page now in your lesson. All right, the discover. How long is the beetle? How can the length be represented as a fraction and as a decimal? And then your second question, you've got a caterpillar that measures 0.7 centimeters longer than the beetle. How long is the caterpillar? All right, you're going to shut off the video for just a minute, pause it, and then come back and we'll discuss the answer. All right, so we'll talk about the share. We're going to share together what the answer is. So the fox says 1/10 of a centimeter, represented by CN, is called a millimeter, represented by MM. All right, and also, I just told you a few minutes ago that there are 10 millimeters in a centimeter, so it makes sense that 1/10 of a centimeter is a millimeter. All right, so the beetle is between 3 centimeters and 4 centimeters long, and each centimeter is split into 10 equal parts, as we've just said. Each part is 1/10 of a centimeter. Okay, and so if we're counting, we're doing the same thing with our decimals as we're doing with our fractions. 3 and 1/10, 3 and 2/10, 3 and 3/10 is the same as 3, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, and we could keep going. Now if we finish at the other end, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, 3.10, no, not 3.10, we move to 4, okay? We don't have 10 tenths. We remember that 10 tenths equals 1 whole. We talked about that when we used our 10 squares. And so when we're counting again, if we're counting 3 and 7 tenths, 3 and 8 tenths, 3 and 9 tenths. We don't say 3 and 10 tenths, rather we say 4. All right, so the end of the beetle is 4 parts further than 3 centimeters, so the beetle is 3 and 4 tenths of a centimeter long, or 3.4 centimeters. All right, if you have any questions, stop the video. Miss Asma can explain further. All right, now 0.7 centimeters longer means making 7 more jumps of 0.1 centimeters along the ruler. All right, so we can see this, and if we start at 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, 3.10, and 3.11? No. All right, so let's go back. 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, 4.0, and 4.1. All right, we don't go beyond 9 when we're counting decimals. All right, if you have questions, again, pause the video and ask Miss Asma. All right, now we want to think together. Tom has walked 3.5 kilometers of his 4-kilometer journey to school. Where on the number line would Tom be? Now we know 0 is at his house and school is 4 kilometers. We're going to want to, as when I've always told you, each time we use a number line and we don't know what all the numbers are, we can see that there are these numbers, this one here, and this one here are longer. This one's right in the middle, and halfway between 0 and 4 is 2. So that means this is 1, and this is 3. All right, so our number, he moved 3.5. So we're going to find right in the middle, right there, is 3.5. All right, I'm actually not going to put that there. All right, because I also want to notice, it also wants to tell us to tell what this number is in decimals. All right, so I know that I've got 3 whole centimeters, and I've got 1/2 left over. So I'm going to put 3.1 here. Is that right? 3.1. Well, let's look. All right, we know that there are 10 spaces right here. If this is 3.5, we need to count 3 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, and 5/10. Now, is it true that 1/2 is equal to these 5/10? We can figure this out because we've done work in fractions. All right, now if I multiply 2, what do I multiply to get from 2 to 10? Exactly, 5. So I need to do the same up here. Times 5. All right, so 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10. So that means that 1/2 is equivalent to 5/10. And we know that because we've checked that right here. This is 3.5 right here in the middle, and it's also 3 5/10. Now I've got to fix this. So what number actually goes here? Tom has traveled not 1, but 3.5. Okay, so you got to be careful when you do these and think about, what this number really is in tenths. Okay, that's important when you're using decimals. Decimals have to be in tenths. All right, we're going to go to our next problem now. 2 children have written different answers to show the length of the centipede below. Explain why they are both correct. Aki says, I think the centipede is 9 3/10 long. Now we already know that he's correct. So 9 3/10. 9 is our whole number. All right, we're going to make our little draw it up here. Oopsie, sorry. That's a decimal. Now, he says 3/10. So if I were to put 3/10 over here, I'm going to put a 3 here in my 10th place. 9 ones, right? So I look here and I say that 9 3/10 is the same in decimal form as 9.3. All right, so they are both correct. And you know this. All right, so now we're going to do our challenge problem. All right, Ambika and Emma are both counting at the same speed. Ambika starts at 2 and counts on in tenths. Emma, however, starts at 9 and counts backwards in tenths. All right, now we're going to try what number will they say at the same time and how might each child represent these numbers. Now, he says, I wonder if there's a quicker way to calculate the answer without counting every step. And there is. The fox says you might be able to use a ruler, and that's true. We're going to use a number line, however. Now, what I want you to notice is we said that there are 10 millimeters in each centimeter. So what I want you to think about is that this right here is equal to 1 jump on our number line, okay? So there's 10 of those. So if I'm counting, in other words, 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, or I might be counting 2 8/10, 2 9/10, and 3. All right, so if I'm counting from here to here, from 2 to 3, this is the same as this. All right, now it's also true that if I were counting this as a 9, I might say 9, and then 8 9/10. Okay, I'm going backwards. 8 8/10. So remember, this is going to be starting at 9. All right, and this is going to go to 8. Okay, and so I'm going to say 9, 8 9/10, 8 8/10, 8, and we're going to switch to decimals here, 8.7, 8.6, 8.5, or 8 5/10, 8.4, 8.3, 8.2, 8.1, and 8. So each time I count, I'm counting the same amount of numbers, all right? So I'm counting 10 different steps in here and 10 in here. All right, so I know that it's going to take her the same amount of time to count from 9 to 8 as it is for her to count from 2 to 3. All right, we're going to change our color to kind of illustrate our point. It's also going to take the same amount of time for Emma to count from 8 to 7 as it will for Ambika to count from 3 to 4. All right, hopefully you're with me here. We're going to change colors one more time, and it's also going to take the same amount of time for her to count from 7 to 6 as 4 to 5. All right, now we're left with just 5 to 6. So it's going to take the same exact amount of time for her to count from 2 to 5 as it will for the other young lady to count from 9, we're starting this way, to 6. All right, because we've got 3 numbers in each that they're counting from with 10 steps in between each one. So if there are 10 steps, can we divide 10 evenly in half? And the answer is yes, we can. All right, and we know that that's going to be 5 and 5/10 if we're counting it in decimals. All right, or it's going to be 5 what? 5.1? No, 5.5. Okay, so it's either going to be 5.5 or 5.10, and that's where they're going to meet in the middle. And that's how you can do it. You could count all the way and you could start going, okay, when she says 2.1, she's going to be saying 8.9. Okay, and you can go through all those steps, but it's going to take forever for you to do it. So this is a little faster to just think about how to do that, okay? So we're going to go back because there's a second part of our problem, and we want to find out how to find out when Ambika says 3.8, what is Emma going to say? I'm about to run out of time in my video, so you can work on that on your own and do the next activities that you're supposed to do, which are on the slideshow from with Miss Asma, the worksheets and Sundog and getting your practice book work done. All right, have a great day.